So if you're still googling how to be successful in 2024, then it means that akuhlangani, get better. But you're ambitious. That's what I like, because I'm still also googling how to make it in life. But I don't get the answers that I normally actually would relate to. So certain people come through when I Google how to be successful. So these entrepreneurs we look up to. I'm not the only one who's looking up to these people. But however, I felt that they have their niche and their own markets that they relate to. And I'm not that market rather. In South Africa, we have a culture of not respecting the business. But I felt that we need to understand what it takes to actually penetrate into the South African market, because Business Tech issued an article that states that the youth is rapidly declining when it comes to opening small businesses, or rather these small businesses are failing. So are they failing due to the fact that are we not pushing enough, or are we just not serious enough? But in their article, they stated economic factors like your load shedding, petrol price hike, unfavorable economic conditions. But however, I felt that we are missing one crucial step: understanding the South African market. No one understands the South African market, but we are living and breathing the South African market. I know you know the South African consumers are one of the hardest people to please, hardest people to relate to. It's because they will grill you when you're starting to open a business. They will make sure that they judge, they will scrutinize your business before they will scrutinize you as the founder before they even know about the product, or rather the business itself, right? So I'm starting this channel to try and understand what needs to happen for us to be relatable to our own consumers, because at the end of the day, we're trying to make it and they trying to be consumers as they are consumers. You understand? But however, we're building a community here with this channel. I need you guys to make sure that if there's things that I'm covering and I'm not going into details, or rather I'm missing certain things, please make sure that you comment positively. I would highly appreciate that, because we'll be learning, and this might even end up being a masterclass 101, because we have a culture in South Africa of making sure that we're mimicking almost everything that we do, either through music, either be fashion, and how we even talk. But bafethu, South Africa inabanye abantu bayazasho ukuthi once you start introducing a business to them, kwenzani ke manje lona? I mean, you've heard those comments, but I think we can find a way to make sure that we penetrate and try to understand what we need to do to be relatable to them. So first things first, we have to understand what is a business and what is a hustle. But I won't go into much details on those things, because we relate more on a hustle. But I felt that if we can treat our hustle as a business, then we can start measuring our success there. Take for instance, Mr. Lukau, who's doing Drip. He started this as a hustle, but look where he is right now. We look up to that giant. He's just said that, I just read one of the articles that financially is not doing good. The company is being liquidated, but I hope he gets a bailout, because it's not nice to see one of our own going down. So coming into hustle, if we as the ambitious 1%, we look at our skills. What can we offer as our skills? Can we sell our skills instead of going to the business side of things? Because trying to complicate things, trying to make sure that you opening a business, trying to formalize everything, that's where we lose it, in my own view. Sorry. And if we look at our market at the moment, people need skills more than they need businesses. So what skills do you have? Can you invest in your skill? And once you invest in your skill, can you partner up with other people who share the same skill? And then maybe as a partnership, you can start scaling something that can be profitable. And once you have found those partners, or rather you're an individual at the moment, Have you looked at your skills and then you try and apply them in businesses that need those skills? And they act as a reference that, hey, for argument's sake, I'm a graphic designer and you guys need the skills. So ngizonithunela i-company, ngizonidesignela i-logo, ngizonidesignela i-website and whatnot. If you are a marketing guru, marketing genius, have you ever allocated a company whereby you need to sell your skills? And it doesn't even have to be a big company, because that's another thing that we have to look at. Each and every business is a respectable and a reputable business. Have you applied your skills that you have learned in the varsity level, college level, or rather your personal skills that you have you tried and applied them in certain companies around your local community, rather, to make sure that you get recognized? So if you have never done that, that's one of the things that I feel. Because listen guys, I'm not starting this channel to try and tell you what's wrong, what's right. It's just simply passing things that are most common in our generation, or rather in this sector that we're trying to penetrate in. So if you have allocated your skills, I feel that it's high time right now to make sure that you invest in your skills, because once you invest in your skills, then everything will start formalizing. Then you can start making sure that you take this into another formal step. But in the meantime, let's look at a guy called Sakile Mcambi. I follow this guy in TikTok. So what he does is he goes around finding plugs. So he finds businesses that are like wholesalers and so forth. So he will tell you that, okay, this company deals with this, you can take that, go sell it at another premium and so forth. The same thing that Mr. Likau did, even though he gets grilled and crucified. I mean, I did say that South Africa lava fit. Sorry. South Africa and it's very hard to try and please South Africans, even though the business idea is good, but it's very, very hard to please abantu bethu. You understand? So this guy Sakile Mcambi, I would highly advise that you go and follow this guy. The reason why I'm saying go and follow this guy, not everyone can be an entrepreneur, but we do need to make a quick buck, right? So for us to start making a quick buck, either you don't have skills, but however, following this guy and you have a significant budget, because most of the things they need you to have a budget. So it's easy for you to go take things that he has spoken about. And I think he has also classes that he offers, teaching you about certain business strategies. But this video is not sponsored by him, but I do respect the guy, and I do applaud you, rather implore you to make sure that you do follow the guy. So as we're still in the topic of hustling, so hustling in a business, guys, it refers to a mindset of consistent effort, hard work, and determination towards achieving one's goal. Okay, so it speaks for itself, right? So what I want to say is, do not rush into making your business formal if you haven't mastered your hustling craft. It's very important to master your hustling craft before you can even go and register. You know, as a side note, I did say that we have a culture of mimicking certain things from other countries, or rather most commonly the States, but I want to raise this. I normally watch there's something that is called Shark Tank, not Dragon's Den, but Shark Tank. I felt that Shark Tank is much more in detail when it comes to understanding what's happening through the business sector, okay, in the global spectrum. Okay, so these guys, you'd find that they're making a turnover of certain amounts in the millions when you convert it into South African rands, and these guys haven't even registered the business as yet. So that's how brutal the business sector is. So if we can try and train ourselves to master our craft before we even go and register the business, then I feel that there's a way we can succeed. I'm not promoting tax evasions and so forth. Listen, I'm not promoting those things, but however, I feel it's unfair for us to go and register a business whereby we even mastered the craft of studying rather that a path into owning a profitable business. And as the Shopify index, shopify.com, they listed most popular hustling trends. So namely, it's podcasting, it's starting a clothing line. A shout out to Thesis, a shout out to Shinobi, it's local as well. A shout out to Galaxy Boys. And guys, please stop what you're doing to Galaxy Boys. Those guys are also trying. Like I said, I'm gonna compare Galaxy Boys to Drip. Guys, in the fashion world, there is no way you can find a designer that can mass produce for the demand unless you are doing custom work. So in the space of fashion, you will buy from somewhere, add your own touch, add your own logo, and then try and sell it for a markup. So let's respect their craft. Please guys, respect Galaxy Boys craft, because take it as if it was your own hustle, or rather your own formal business. It wouldn't be nice what's actually happening to the Galaxy Boys business, because we all want to make it, as I said, and I keep on saying, we all want to make it in business, and let's be fair, you understand? But fair too, like I always say again, I've been repeating this, it's South Africa, Lana, and our own consumers also don't understand that we need to respect other people's businesses. Respect that at least they are trying to sell you a product that has been manufactured properly, instead of just going the other route. So please, let's respect that. And again, shout out to Galaxy Boys, Thesis, and Shinobi, and many more that I haven't mentioned. You can start a car wash, you can go into marketing. With marketing, I did say that there's people who have skills that can take someone else's business into the next level. So it doesn't have to be that that person who's doing marketing can say, I want to start a business. Remember, I did say that, have you ever taken our own skills and tried to apply it on other people's businesses? That's how you also can make a bit of a quick buck, or rather be recognized as one of the best marketeers out there. I hope I'm using the correct word, correct me if I'm wrong, but please use your skills to try and turn other people's businesses into a success. You can be a service driver, so we know this one, it's your Bolt and your Uber. Drop shipping, I don't have a lot of information about drop shipping. If you guys know about drop shipping, I so wish that you can explain what drop shipping is, and then I'll try to cover it on my other videos should there are people who are interested with drop shipping. And I know that with drop shipping, Mr. Sakile, the one that I spoke about, who I follow also on TikTok, also does cover a bit of drop shipping. And then you can go into culinary arts, and you can do any printing services. And anyone who's doing printing services out there, please do send a shout out. I also want to print a few tees for my other videos, so that I can also showcase my own logo. That is for personal branding, but I'll get into personal branding just in a moment. So guys, these are one of the most common hustling trends that you can also get into, or rather that we are already into. And let me also say something. Please, can we stop this culture of trying to make our consumers feel sorry for us? Especially if you're trying to start a hustle, or starting to try and do a business. Respect your craft. Don't go to consumers and expect them to feel sorry for you. There's so many competition. There's a vast majority of competition out there, and the least thing that the consumers want is to feel sorry for you. So make sure that you respect your craft, offer the service or offer the product, and then they will be the judges on do they want to buy. But if you respect your craft and they see the trust in your craft, then believe you me, they will buy into your product. So this brings us into our next topic, of which it's personal branding. This topic is overlooked. The reason I'm saying it's overlooked is because we do rush into business. I just want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. So what is personal branding? So personal branding is a way of showcasing your strength and personality, as well as telling your own story. Okay, so most people use social media, blog platforms, websites, and market their personal brand, or rather to market their personal brand. So depending on the business and the scale of your business that you are in, you most definitely gonna use certain platforms to advertise yourself. But the easiest example that we can make is for guys who are in culinary arts. There's so many guys who are in culinary arts, like selling your quarters, your sandwiches. And I want to make a simple example about a guy who who's selling at the Barra taxi rank. So this guy is selling muesli infused with yogurt and fresh fruits. I so wish that they are fresh. I would like to believe that they are fresh. But that guy's products, they look so good. They look very, very good. But every time I look at him, there's one thing that I always say he's missing, and it's as simple as a uniform. If he can work on getting a uniform, just maybe a blazer with his name and his brand name, or rather at the back maybe his logo, it will communicate trust to consumers. Because another way to communicate trust to consumers, it's a self-branding, making sure that you as the founder of the business, I would like to believe, you make sure that you communicate even before you utter any words. But that communication between you and the consumer, it's clear that, guys, I'm a profession and please respect my business, and this is the product that you can trust. Before you can even go and create one of the fanciest logos, something that we get told. That's why I did say that I don't like to listen to certain motivations, because I felt that they're not communicating directly to me. Because how can I rush and do a fancy logo without even knowing that, will this turn into a success? Do I even understand the competition that I'm in? Do I understand the sector that I'm in? Or am I simply just trying to escape poverty and see if this will work? Because most of us will start these businesses as test subjects, you understand? But however, for those that love their crafts, that's why I make an example about the guy who sells at Barra every day in the morning around I'm sending a shout out to him. If you travel through Barra, that guy is always there, around close to McDonald's side, around 6:30, I think. He sells all the way to 8 a.m, around 8 a.m. So if that guy can simply just get a uniform, I feel that his trust to consumers can elevate. Okay, so guys, I will make sure that I'll make sure that I post every 2 days with business news, business trends, and what we can learn into the South African market. So scratch that. I'll make sure that I do post every 2 days to try and keep up to pace with what's happening, trying to penetrate the South African market, learning our ways, failures, and trying to make sure that we make a success out of everything. And I still do ask, please do comment positively. Please make sure that you give me suggestions as well. There's things that I've covered, there's things that I most probably missed that you guys know, because I know that you guys are very, very much informative and very educational. Comment positively on the channel, and then I'll make sure that I do cover all those other things that I've missed on the upcoming videos. So this is Minentle, and this is the Verstin channel. Peace.